Work surfaces and breakfast bars can be safely crafted using standard woodworking tools on site. By using a router cutter, you can create inconspicuous joints, a defining feature of Mirostone. Use biscuits to help level the surfaces. Attach wooden blocks to the work surface using hot melt adhesive. Clean with denatured alcohol and bring the surfaces to within 2 mm of each other. Apply adhesive into the joint and clamp the two surfaces tight. Leave to cure before removing the wooden blocks.
Use a block plane to remove excess glue and sand using a random orbital sander and 150 grit sandpaper. The internal corner of the joint needs to be given a minimum 12 mm radius to reduce the risk of stress cracking. The 12 mm radius can be applied either before or after the two surfaces have been seamlessly jointed. To do this after the two surfaces have been joined, first position and secure a plunge saw guide rail which is offset from the Mirostone surface edge by 12 mm. Top tip: allow the Mirostone surface, which is to be reduced in width, to overhang the cabinets by an extra 12 mm when positioned on the cabinets. Remove 12 mm of material from the Mirostone surface. Using a 33 mm guide bush with a 12.7 mm diameter twin flute router cutter and a template which is G-clamped into position, machine a 12 mm radius into the corner. Now, sand the new edge using a random orbital sander and the internal radiused corner by hand using 150 grit, then 240 grit, 320 grit, and then 500 grit sandpaper, and finally a polishing pad. Now sand the joint on the surface using a random orbital sander with 240 grit, then 320 grit sandpaper. Finally, clean the surfaces and sand using a random orbital sander with 500 grit sandpaper, followed by a polishing pad.
The result is a naturally flowing appearance that not only looks smart, but is also completely hygienic. To find out more, visit www.mirostone.co.uk.